Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to create a sample corporate website using Bootstrap. So we've already done a similar template in Bootstrap for any corporate website. So the thing which is different here is the website which we are going to create here will be a responsive one. So any responsive website is nothing but the website which you will be able to see in any kind of device. So for now, this is the website which we have created in Bootstrap. This is how it looks in desktop view, a very basic template. Most of them are direct Bootstrap components. And once you go and check in another screen, so maybe I'll just go to developer tools and select any device here, or you can just manually change this. So I will go with maybe iPhone, and this is how our website is going to look. So this is how it looks, and navbar also, if you see, it's also responsive and it's functional. So how can we include this? The hero section, the second section, how it's all responsive is what we're going to create in this video. Okay. So let's get started. So first thing is I'll move to my ID, which is VS Code. So here I already have a project. So same way how we have created in last class, I'll just create a new file. So I'll give it a name, maybe sample.html, and just a bare-bone template. So I'll give this a title called corporate website. And then since it's a Bootstrap project, we know that we need to include Bootstrap. So the multiple ways are there, but we're going to use the CDN. So just go to the website, get bootstrap.com. And here in home page, once you just scroll down, you'll see include via CDN. For now, we'll just include this CSS1 link tag, copy and add it here. Now, just to check, ensure that when Bootstrap is getting applied or not, we'll just have a sample tag and we'll see how it's working. So maybe I'll take H1 and I'll display hello. So just start with the live server. So Bootstrap is getting applied now. So we'll start with our website. So I'll just remove this H1 for now. And if we go to our template, so first thing which we have in our website is a navbar. So navbar, as we know, Bootstrap provides us with built-in components like navbar, many others. So since we require navbar, I'll simply go to the Bootstrap website and search for nav. So you'll get multiple options here. So this is one where you'll have a drop down, you'll have a search bar and all. I don't want that much complex, so maybe another one. So this is with just the brand, and here you have a few more list items. Same way, whichever you want, we go ahead and check with it. So maybe I'll take this one. So just copy and paste it. So first I'll add a comment so that it's understood which is the section getting started. So I have added the nav and go and check. So this is how it appears. So one thing which here will change is you'll see this container fluid class. So container fluid class is something in every screen size, it will take the full width screen. So for now also, it's my laptop screen size. It takes the full width screen starting from here. Same way if I inspect at any screen size, it will take the full width screen. That's your container fluid class. Okay. But what I don't want it to take the full width screen. If you see our template, it has some space here. Okay. It should take some predefined space already. It shouldn't start from this borderline itself. So for that, I'll change my class instead of container fluid to just container. So what container will do with each screen size it is having, for larger screen size, maybe greater than 992 and all, it will have some definite width assigned. So now if I just inspect, so here we see some space out, and then as I reduce the size, so again some space. So it will not take the full width screen unless it comes to the mobile screen. So that's where I wanted a container class. Rest, you can modify the list items as how you want it. For now, we'll just leave with it. Now, one more thing here is if I inspect, so Bootstrap, we know that because it's popular for its responsiveness, Navbar is also responsive. If I just click it, my list items are opening now. Okay, now what to do for this? So why it's not working is because this functionality is not just CSS dependent, it requires JavaScript also for the toggle effect. For now, we have added only CSS from Bootstrap. So for now, this to be working perfectly fine in responsive mode as well, we need to include the JavaScript CDN. So once we'll go to the home page again, and then same how we included the CDN for CSS, we'll include it for JavaScript, which is this green script tag. So just copy and paste it in your body tag. At last, we'll paste it. So now our JavaScript is added. Let's go and check. So now if I click, it opens. So this responsive functionality comes with JavaScript. For that purpose, now we have included a script tag as well. So far our navbar is done. The component is ready. If you want to change the content, so based on your requirement, we can change it. Next thing is the hero section, the main section of any web page. So first is I'll create it. So hero section, and we'll start it with the section tag. So in my section, if we check, we have again two elements getting displayed. So one is this element and second is this element, which should come on the same line. So usually if we create just with HTML, they come one after one. Okay, because most of the elements are block level elements. Now we want both of them to come on same line. So here we're going to use the concept of grids. So that will also make us the work easier for making the responsive design, so that we can divide it on a mobile view and all. So for now, to the section tag, I'll give it a container class also. Why container classes? Because the width to be aligned properly. And then this has two child elements. So because it has two, we need a grid. So first I'll define a row class. Okay. Now this is a shortcut in VS Code. So whenever you're giving a class, so row class I'm going to give because I have to define a grid. So I can just do dot row and press enter. So it will give you a div tag to which this row class is assigned. Okay. Same way for any other tag you can do. Here I wanted div, that's why I've given directly the class name. Suppose if you want to give it for span tag, so span dot maybe text primary I want to give the class. I can just do it and then for span tag it apply. So this is a shortcut which can make your work a lot faster. So I've defined the grid. So here comes my first child element. So first child element will be the image. So I'll define it in div. First div I'll take, inside which there will be an image. Same way, second child element, which again I'll define it a div. Then in the second div we have multiple things. So we'll do that later. So first child element has only image. So we can directly take the image. So any image you can go and check according to your choice. I'm going to take the same image. So I'll copy, or if you want to save, you can save it. For now, I'll just copy the image address and I'll paste it in my source tag. So go and check. This is how our image appears for now. And let us design the second part also, so that once our elements are ready, we can properly position them. So in my child element, second child element, suppose there is a, you can say badge, a paragraph, small paragraph. So I'll take a P tag for that. So in the second one, a P tag. So I'll give it a lesser font size, or let us just check how it will look first. So P tag, which displays the best trusted solutions. And it's in green color, so we need to give a class text success. Remember the correct color code for green color is success, that's why. So if you go and check, this is how it appears. Okay, so it will appear like that, although we have given a row which defines the grid, but still we have not defined how many grids each child should take. That's why it's coming like that. So once we complete our element, then we'll do. Next after this is this heading. So maybe we'll go with H1 and then we'll accordingly modify what size do we want. So H1, and if you notice, it's having a dark blue color. So for that, let's go and check whether we have a similar color or not. So go to colors, So we have text primary, but it's very light compared to what we want. We have a darker version of text primary emphasis. Same thing we also going to use here. So h1 dot text primary emphasis. So this displays, I think, okay, leading with integrity. We'll paste it here. Let's go and check. Okay, so we got almost a similar size. Next is after this, we have kind of list. So list when you're defining in Bootstrap, let's see. So let's provide again many classes. Let's go and just check. So this is the thing, whenever you're using a list, you can simply go with this, but the thing is it provides you with the borders. So for now, let's just copy this and then we'll accordingly modify. So after the heading tag, we have a list. You just go and check border appear. So for border, so let us see the difference from where that border is actually coming. If I remove list group, what will happen? Border is gone. Okay, so if you don't want the borders, you can simply remove the list group class. Now list group item, you need it by because by default every list item has a marking within. So if it's a unordered list, it will have a default marking, the bullet points, which we don't want. That's why we have this list group item. So let the class be there. We'll just remove the page class because we don't want the borders and all. Okay, now let's change the list items. So we have only three. So first one displays this solution for a better world. Here I'll add it. Second one, then third one. So all three items added. Next, fourth and fifth we don't need. Just eliminate this one. Let's go and check. Okay, so we got the list items, but with each list item we have an icon also. So for icons, you do have multiple websites. So for this one, the one which we have used here is from FA Icons for awesome icons. So first we'll go and search for that font awesome icons. So here it's type of HTML code. I'll just go and search for code. Let's see what it will do. Yeah, so we got this one. This is exact same color also we wanted. So I'll just click on this and you'll get the code here. If you want HTML, SVG, your choice, whichever you want. For now, I'll go with this one. I'll copy. So in my each list item, so we'll just format it so that it's properly understandable. I have added, and if I go and check my website, icon is not displayed. Why is that happening? Because for including the font awesome icons, you need to include it CDN also, so that from font awesome we will be able to download our icons. So just go and search for font awesome icons CDN. So here you will see many. We need the regular one, so I'll just copy the link tag, copy, paste it in our head tag where all of the link tags appear. This is for icons. Now, if we go and check our website, you see we got the icon now, the code icon. Same way, I'll add it for the rest of the items. So this code will copy and just a little formatting, and then again we'll copy. Now we got the icon for all of them, but slightly it's shifted here. Now from where the styling is appearing, let's just check. So these are the use of developer tools. You can get to know from where the space and all is coming. So if I just go and check UL, so you can see the green highlighted part. So UL basically has some padding on starting site by default. which we don't want. So we'll just go to the UL class. So here, and so it's padding. So P on the starting side, we wanted to set it to 0. No padding at all. Now if you go and check, yeah, so that padding is removed now. Now it's also aligned with the rest of the items. Okay, so on I think top I can just give some padding so that it's not touching that much the heading. So maybe my of 2. We'll get a better idea once we complete the next item. So we have these two buttons as well. So for buttons also you have predefined classes. Go and search for button. So why using button? Because we can simply style it using the background color, text color and all. But for hover effect, we don't have any such bootstrap class. Better go with button class so that you get the proper hover effect with your buttons as well. And it's also semantic to use. So for now, I want a yellow color button like this. So for this, you have this class, button tag, type button, and BTN warning. So warning is the color code for yellow. So we'll just copy this and paste it in our code. So after this UL, the list items, we'll have our button tag first. So first button tag actually displays login. So we'll go and paste login here. We got the button for login. Next, one more button we need, which is for register. And if you see, this is a little different type from what we want. So this is called outline buttons. So if you just go in this page itself, you'll see the type of button. So this success we wanted because register here is in green color. If you want any other color, just go ahead and try it out. So we want this one. So third one, which is for success, and copy and paste it after this. And this one displays register. Okay. So we got both of them now. Now the reason why both of them are coming on same line, because by default elements come one after one on new line. They both are coming on same line because button is an inline element, so that's why they're continuing on same line. Now just to have some separation between them, you either use flex and provide the styling, or margin is good. So I will give it some margin to this button. So margin on starting side to be 2. Let's see how much difference it makes. I think I can still go with more as 4. And yeah, we got some more spacing. Now is the time to make both of them appear on same line. So just make it shorter like this. So this we just focus on the main elements. So I'll add a class. So this one I wanted to take, according to this one, it's taking the 4 grid space. Okay, 4 or 5. It's not exactly half of the screen size. So here also I'll make it column maybe 5. Let's check how it will look. Yeah, one more thing is that with respect to images, because the size is like that, if we want our image to be properly adjusted according to the screen size, because if I just inspect now and make my screen shorter, so even though our elements end here, if you carefully see the number, our image is going outside of the screen size. So for it to be properly sized according to our container, we have a class called image fluid. So in our image tag, I'll add a class attribute and I'll give image fluid. So if you go and check, with respect to the screen size, it will automatically adjust it ourselves. We can give the width and height, whatever we want. Now, because we have given column 4, 5, that's why it's coming like this. Let's just check for laptop screen size. This is how it appears. Now this one, I wanted to take 6 grids. So column of 6. So both came on same line now. Now it's going on very top. So we will give it my auto. Y auto means according to the height it's taking, it will adjust itself in the center. Now, I think with respect to this list on top and bottom, I can have some spacing. So to the UL tag here, my2 is not fine. I think my4 pretty much fine. We can always adjust it accordingly. And yeah, now the time to make it responsive. So if we inspect, so in laptop view and larger screens, it's fine. But as soon as we reduce the screen size, which is tablet or mobile view, this is how they appear, which is not going good. We wanted something to be like this. So if I just inspect the image like this and the rest of the elements like this. So now in mobile screen, how much grid it should take? For now, it's taking 4 grid, it's taking 6 grids. Okay, so in mobile view, we cannot go with that. So that we need to do again. So again, me into the parent elements. So always start with the smaller screen size so that you also get a proper understanding. So when it is a mobile screen, I want it to take full screen. That will be 12 grids. So column 12. And then when it should take this 5 grids. Okay, for now, if you go and check, okay, fine, it's taking the 12 grids. But if I do this, again, it's taking the 12 grids. 5 grids is not applying. So at what point of time you want them to be taking 5 grids? So you can give the breakpoint. So at smaller screen size, medium screen size. So go and check for breakpoints for a better understanding. So with respect to the each size, a breakpoint is defined. So suppose after 768 pixels, you want them to be separated to two elements on one line, then you can give MD. So let's just give MD for now. And if I just do it here, so as I said, always start with shorter. So at shorter point, it starts like this. And as soon as I increase, so remember we have given MD as a breakpoint here, and MD is at 768 pixels. So just check the value here. Now it's 76683. As I go to 768, it appears on two lines. Okay, so less than 768, 12 grids. More than that, it comes like this. So I think we'll not go with 768. We'll go with larger screen size, which will be 992. So instead of LMD, I'll make it LG. So this is a medium screen, and yeah, larger screen. After 900 will come like this. Now the thing is, in smaller screen size, image is looking fine. It's coming in center. I want this also to be coming in center. Okay. So for coming, because it's a div element, you can simply give MX auto. Okay. So it's coming like this, and because here elements are also in center, so we'll give it text align center. The class for that is text center. This is how it appears. Just make it smaller. Accordingly, it will get adjusted. Okay, so one more thing here is we have defined it to take only 6 grids. Okay, but when it should take only on larger screens, because that's where it will divide it. Initially, it should go with 12 grids. 12 grids, and once it reaches larger screen size, then you divide it. This is how it appears. So as soon as I increase and it reaches 992, there it divides. Okay, but one more thing here again, in larger screen size, it's also coming in center. So on large screen size, I don't want it center. I want it to be on a left align. So text center we have given, which should apply on smaller screens. But text LG, once it breaks, it should be starting itself. Oh, just a second. So we get that LG start. Okay, so from larger screens, it should be like this. But before larger screens, you go it in center. Okay, so in mobile screen, it appears in center, but once it goes to larger screens, it's not in text align. Okay, so that's how we'll define it. So now because that element is touching top and bottom, to my row class or container, whatever you want, maybe container will give py5 so that it gets some space inside. Okay, now accordingly, if you still want to increase the size, you can do maybe 6 itself if you want to try. Half of the screen size. So this also seems to be fine, but I think for me 5 was looking good. So I'll give 5. So if you still want more larger, you can adjust. But more than 6, you cannot give, like 7 and all, because 7 and here 6 makes 13 grids, which is not allowed. So it will move to the new line. So if you don't want that, make sure that both of them does not exceed the value of 12. So maybe 5 will go. And here's our hero section ready with proper responsiveness. And yeah, rest of the elements are also ready. So let's go to the next section, which is this services we offer. So I'll just create a one more section. So what we will do for our sections to be looking properly aligned, we'll use the same class for all the sections. By means, if you check here, or let me just show here also. So here it's starting, here also it starts. So proper alignment, same alignment is there for all the sections. That's where I'm going to use container class for all the sections we will create now. So services is the section name. So section dot container dot py5. We'll think about py5 if it will look fine or not with everything. Okay. Now next thing is we have a heading services we offer. So h1, h2, which where looks fine. So it is in center. So I think h2 will be good. And services we offer. So here it comes, but we want it in center. So class text center. So we got the heading. Next thing is 3 cards we require. So for cards, again Bootstrap provides you the element. So just go and search for cards. So this is one sample card which you can use. Okay, just the thing is it's in center. So many more are there. This is one simple with the card body. So as how you want it, you can just go. I think we'll go with the first itself. So I'll copy this code and I will add it here. So we got the card, but image is not there. The same image I'll use, I'll just copy the image address and paste it in source star. So we got our card. Now for all of this to be coming in center, simply you can give card body as text center. Okay. For me, it looks left side also, it's properly fine. But if you want to center, text center, you can give. Now we have similar way, 2 more cards. You can modify the content, heading and whatever content you want. So for now, I'll just copy this one itself. So we need 3 cards. We go and check. We got the 3 cards, but one after one. So for all of them to be coming on same line, we know we require grid here. So all these cards, which are these 3 cards we have, let me just add comments. First card. Then there's a second card. Then there's third card. Now for all these to be coming on same line, we need a grid. So dot row class. And inside this, we'll paste all our card elements, the child elements. If you go and check, all of them came, but since still positioning is not correct, so we'll define the grids for them. So for each card, I'll just indent it for now. So yeah, with respect to card class, we'll give column 4 because 12 grids is divided in 3 cards. So 12 divided by 3 will give you 4. Like this it will give. But the thing is, width is defined by default from the Bootstrap class. So we'll remove that width now, custom styling. So this is how they appear. And I think I'll not go with 4. I'll make it 3 so that between them I can give some spacing to be adjusted. So MX 4 or 5. 4 is fine. Now for all of them to come in center, justify content center. No, it's not appearing. Oh, sorry. We have given it to the cards individually. We need to give it to parent element. Justify content center. Yeah. Now all of them come in center. So heading is actually touching. So to this one, I'll give py4, 4 or 5, whichever you want. Now the thing is, in our cards, we don't have that padding. Okay, so our cards are not touching the elements. So by default, card itself has that padding. Let's check and remove it accordingly. So let me check in developer tool so that I get to know exactly what is the reason. So this is our image, but the thing is, I think from card class it's getting the padding. We'll just make it P0 for now. Yeah. So as I remove P0, now our image touches the borders. The same thing we'll do for all of them. So P0, next again P0. So elements done. You can adjust the width how much you want. Now the thing is to make it responsive. So if I again check and I reduce it, so in mobile view it's not going properly. It's going very short and short. So for this to be making responsive, same thing we're gonna do again. So as how we start with smaller screen size first. So in smaller screen, we want it to take full width. So column 12, which will be 12 grids. And once it reaches medium screen or larger screen, just now we have seen the breakpoint. Maybe after it reaches medium screen size, it should be divided in 3 grids like that. So it goes with 12 grids, and as soon as I think we'll not go with 12. So we need to give some margin here. So I'll increase. This is how it appears in medium screen size. Or if you want, from medium, we'll make only 2 on one line, which will be 6 grids. Oh. And once it reaches larger screen size, we'll make it all of them on same line so that it takes this. Okay, you'll see the difference here. So up to 768 it reaches, it will be 1 on a line. Well, I'll give it some padding so that the difference is noticeable. MX we have given, so MY also I think 4. Yeah. Still, if we want some more spacing, so with respect to not just P, I'll make it P4 so that it appears both left and right. So yeah, this is how we got our section now in mobile. So we'll define a new section. So this is a subscribe. Same thing here also will do. Section will give it container class for equal width and py5. This py5 will change if in some case it's looking very large. So it has some background color which is light blue. So if I just give bg info, that is how it appears, but it's still very bright when it's compared to this one. So you have few more variations. If you just go and check colors, so I think in backgrounds you will see. Yeah. So BG primary is there, BG primary subtle is there. So we use BG info, which is slightly bright. We want slow, so BG info subtle will use. So I'll just add subtle in the class. Go and check. So we got the color, but the thing is, it's not covering the whole screen size. That is happening because of our container class. So if I just remove, it will take the full width. Okay. Now we have removed it, but we still need the container class. Where should I apply? So in case where you are having a background color to be applied and you want a container, so first you define the color, background color, inside which you take one more section, maybe section tag or div tag, and to which you'll give a container class, so that your background also stays and the width is also uniform with all the rest of the elements. So with respect to that, since we know again here we have two elements, so we'll again take a grid. So dot row class. First one is some dummy content. So I'll just take a div and it displays subscriber newsletter. I'll give it in H2 and then p tag, which displays some dummy content. So in VS Code, if you want to give some dummy content, you have one more shortcut. Just type lorem and how many dummy words you want. If you want 10 words, type 10. If you want 20, type that much and press tab. You'll get that many dummy words generated. So if you go and check here also, we got that pretty same. Okay, so if we just want to increase the number of words, we'll do it later. For now, this is the first child element done. Second child element contains this form type, something like that. So for that also form provides you with different variations. Just go and search for input tags or forms. So you'll see you get multiple options. One is this username. So which we want is very similar to this. The recipient's username, and you have a button at the left right side. Same thing here also we want. Later we can style it out. So I'll just go and copy this one. I think, yeah, this one is the one. So now for both of them to come on same line, as we know, we need to specify how many grids they will take. So, but just to make it responsive, class, so starting from the mobile screen size, so when it's starting, it will be 12 grids, but once it reaches medium screen size, it should be divided in half of the screen size. So column MD6. Okay, so we got that now. Now this example.com, it's I think submit there. So again, you'll just type it out to submit. And if you see, we got this, but still it's more like a button. So it's having a blue background and white color. So I'll give it a class btn primary. That's how we got it here. And the placeholder value will not be recipient's username. It will be enter your email. So in your input tag, you will see this placeholder attribute, which is here. So rest all we don't need. These are some optional ones just for the performance. For now, we just focus on the mandatory ones. So instead of this one, I'll enter your email. So this is what it appears here. Now for that to come in center, according to the element, we'll just include m by auto. So it will automatically adjust and make it in center. Now this is done. If you inspect, this is how it appears in mobile screen. Okay, this section also done. Let's get back to next section, which will be the footer. So I will add a footer tag after this. A footer tag, there's no such background and all. So I'll just directly take container and py5. And here again, there are three, it's divided in the form of three grids. So again, we're going to use row class in which three child elements. The first one, again, when it goes to mobile, it will be 12 grids, but after medium screen size, it will be divided in three. 12 grids divided in three. So 12 by 3 will give you 4 grids. So like this. And in the first one, what is it displaying? So furniture or something about your company name. So H2. So maybe I'll just give company. And then there's some paragraph. So we'll use p tag. Oh, p tag and some dummy content of 30 characters. Go and check. So we got this now. Now comes the second child element. So this was the first. Same way for second column 12 and column MD4. So this is more of a list. You want a list, you can go with that. Or if you just want div, any p tags you want to use, that also you can do. So H2, it displays featured, and then maybe I'll go with simply p tags because again with list it will have some padding and all assigned, which we don't want the extra overhead. So I'll take the p tag. So first one displays men, then women, then next displays maybe kids. So as many as you want, whatever your choice is, that you can give. So boys, girls, what else? New arrivals you can add. So we got this, but the thing is with each item, some extra spacing is there. In our actual template, we don't have it. Why it's happening is because by p tag, by default, some margin is there. So if you just inspect and check, p tag, you can see some margin is there by default. So margin on bottom side, we need to make it 0. So for all of the p tags. So this is one more shortcut for multiple cursors. So we wanted this. So I type my cursor, then hold on to Alt key, press it down, and wherever you want, just click. So I want here. So my Alt is hold now. It's also I'll just keep on doing it wherever I want, and I'll type class attribute MB0. So you see now it's gone. But if you still want it, maybe here it is there. No, it's not there. So if you wanted more, you can make it MB1 like that. So second element done, but features is looking very larger actually. So I'll make it H3 instead. Okay, fine. Let's go to the third one, contact us section. So one more column 12, column MD3 because we want it in 3 grids. So a heading which says contact. Then what next? Okay, so we have this address and all. I'll just copy them. So same thing we'll do here. We'll take these p tags itself, and first one displays what? This address. Second one displays email. Third one displays phone. And this displays the fax number. Now go and check. So we got this now. Now if I inspect to check how it's looking. So this is how it is. Now why it's coming like this means because we have given how much grid it should take. So initially 12 grids, that means whole screen size. And once it reaches MD breakpoint, which is 768, it should be divided in the form of 3 grids. So that's what we have given. And if you want some space here, add some maybe margin or padding MD2 just for some space here, 2 or 4, whichever seems fine, or to be neutral 3. Okay, so next after this is a line here. So that line we need to give using HR tag we can give. So after the 3 grids are done, I'll add a HR tag so that we get that line. We got the line. Now next after this is this display. So I'll take one maybe div tag and it's all in center. So text center. And to have this copyright symbol, as we have shown in last class, we have HTML entities. So HTML entity for copyright symbol. So you get both here. There's the copyright symbol. Either you go with number or you'll see ampersand copy. That also you can do. I'll go with the number. So after that, it displays what? 2023 all rights reserved. Go and check. So we also got the same one. So our update is done and it's responsive as well. So in some cases where you find the space is large, and I think this one also we can reduce. So we'll just do that thing now. So in services section, so P5 we don't know. I think 2. Yeah, this one looks good. Okay, so this is how it looks in mobile. Sorry, desktop view, the larger screen. Let's check the same in mobile view. So this is how it comes. Our nav bar is also responsive. Hero section, the services section. So we have not changed the images. You can use it how you want. Then subscribe section, then the footer. It's all responsive. So this is how you can create a responsive website in Bootstrap by using the breakpoints as such. So we have a lot. We have used just two, but larger and medium we have used, but we have still more. So for smaller screen size, which is on 76, same way for extra larger screens you want, you have all this. So you do try it out, implement the website, and I'm sure once you implement this, you will also get a better hands-on experience and better practice on this, so that you can also create better templates than this.